Yeah, I'm live again. Round two. Let's chat about anything. Open panel. Want to give a shout out to Katrina Corset World. She's supposed to be going live today at 3 o'clock. She is not feeling good, so hopefully she gets and feels better. So I figured I will go live. I have nothing else to do. We'll see if anybody shows up. This is not going to be like the regular normal panels I run. It's just going to be a hangout panel. Talk about anything. I could do a couple things here. What's going on, everybody? I'll run the link in shortly. Like I said, it's not going to be my normal panel. This is just a panel for anybody to come on up, talk, chat, bullshit. Shout out to Katrina's Corset World. She was supposed to go live. She's not feeling good, so I asked if I could be able to take her spot for a little bit. She said, go ahead. So don't forget, she goes live usually on Saturdays at 3 o'clock. Let's run this panel here. Here's the link if anybody would like to come on up. What's up, Lopez? Val Lady, Thomas, Rush, Willie. Hello, hello, hello. There's the link if anybody would like to come up. I'm not sure how long I'll be live, but I know it's not going to be long. It might be a half hour, an hour. But I think Froggy Went Knitting is going live at 5. Find out where everybody is, what they're doing today. Sorry about that. Hey, Mom and Dad. Yeah, you could do it from your YouTube. It doesn't matter. You have to be logged on to your YouTube to be able to come up on the panel. You do not have to have a camera on. Just somebody I could be able to talk to instead of reading off the chat and answering questions. If anybody wants to come on up. Let's see. Tell him I said hello, bud. Yes, Willie. Usually Rattle Trap is on early in the morning when I get up. He's a night owl. Oh, you were with the bikers this morning. How was that? Was there anything good? I think I see one of your pictures this morning. Did it have a good turnout down there at Dan's? Thomas. Throw parts ordered. I'm just waiting on the snowblower parts that I ordered. That's cool. Yeah, I posted a video this earlier. I had that 10 o'clock freedom of speech. Did a few things around the house what I needed to do. And watching YouTube, waiting for somebody to go live. Nobody went live. A few people did, but nothing really interesting. Wasn't much drama. It was basic chats, so I might as well join the crowd and do a basic chat. Froggy Went Knitting, what's up? I thought you were supposed to go live today at 5, but I was told it's not at 5. Yeah, exactly. People are slow on giving a thumbs up. I say it once in a while, hit the thumbs up. If they don't, they don't. Freaking bored. Beautiful day out. Didn't do much. Yeah. Let's see here. What can we talk about today? Try to keep it clean as possible on this one particular chat. I don't think that's gonna work though. You all know me. I don't. Let's see. Banners. What could we put up in a banner here? No. Alright, here we go. Let's talk about the coronavirus. I'm sure there's a lot of conversations. I've always been saying it. People know how I feel about it. Let's hear somebody else's opinions. See if anybody wants to come on up. See if anybody else lives in Rhode Island. Maybe they could discuss about the new restrictions we have tonight, starting at 10 o'clock. Perkins for Life, how you doing? Patch of Heaven's Farm, what's going on? Yes, I usually do name off the members before I go live, but you know what? Like I said, it's a different type of live. See if we could go. I usually run like a little music before I go live. Never did. Ran that link. Just waiting on for somebody to come on up to talk. I think Grump is sleeping. What's up, David? Well, this live stream is brought to you by Coca-Cola. There we go. Coca-Cola. American made. Battling high blood sugar. Well, I guess drinking Coca-Cola won't help that, huh? Yeah, sick and tired of wearing a mask. Yeah. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. I'm sure there's going to be more restrictions coming very shortly throughout the country. I really would like to have... Yeah, Gina is a joke, yeah. We know that. Everybody knows my opinion about Governor Gina. Yeah. Archie Homestead, how you doing? Good afternoon. For the holidays, we need... What's going on? Yep. The Flash Dunkel Racing. What's up? I never heard of you before. How you doing? So, being Veterans Day right around the corner, which is Wednesday. How many veterans we have over here in the chat? Maybe you could put number 1. And if you know personally a veteran, you put number 2. Why not the RNC given Biden a China virus? Well, my opinion on the China virus, it's just a bug, just a flu. Think of it awful hard. If you get the flu, aches, pains, shits, loss of taste, same exact thing as the China virus is saying. If you have existing problems and you get the flu, we're talking about a heavy flu, it's a good chance that you get deathly sick and pass from having the flu. A lot of people has done that in the past. So that's why I think this China virus is just a basic heavy dose of a flu. I don't believe it's as bad as they say it is. There's another banner here. And if people are out there getting tested just because they say they want to get tested, alright, this is what the governors are doing, alright? Read that on the bottom. Scaring people are controlling people. So if you tell these people, the citizens, it's bad, it's all over the news, of course they're going to go and get tested. But if you smarten up, stop getting tested, I'll guarantee if these people stop getting tested, these restrictions, these numbers that they claiming how many testings there are done a day, yeah, it's going to disappear off the news. RG Homestead, I'd love to have you up on the screen. I just need to make sure it's a legit person. So once you show your face and give me a thumbs up, I will put you up on the screen. Then you could shut your camera off. Let's see. I'm tired of hearing about this damn COVID crap and everything else is going on in the world. It's depressing. Yes, it is. We could talk about anything. It doesn't matter. Somebody bring up a conversation. Come up on a panel. RG Homestead, I would love to have you up. You have to have your camera on when you're in the basement. That's why I know it's a legit YouTuber. Let's see. You know, people die every day of natural causes. The biggest leading of death in the United States right now, believe it or not, would be cancer. Reason why they're saying the coronavirus is the most deadly disease that we are having now is because they made it public and scaring a lot of people. And they put on a death certificate. Even if you died of natural causes and you tested positive in the past with coronavirus, you died on the death certificate of coronavirus. It's just hard to believe you have 30,000 people that they keep that number. And you see, say, end of the week, 35,000 people. Alright? But that doesn't specify. RG Homestead, got you. Give me a thumbs up. I got you there. Now it says device not connected. I need to find out. If you want to come up on the panel, I just need to find out it's a legit channel by giving me thumbs up and you have your camera activated. Once I say you're all set, then you can shut your camera off and I'll bring you up on the panel. I don't need somebody coming up and showing their buttocks or something nasty. Yeah, bronchitis, yep. Exactly, Thomas. It could be that too. Don't get me wrong, I know the coronavirus, people are dying from it because they have existing problems, you know, but I don't think it's bad as they thought. I've been doing this, working from day one when this all started with no mask. I deal with customers all day long, and most of them don't have masks when they come to see us. And most of them are all truck drivers. They're all around the country. They come and get service with their trucks. Nothing yet. Yeah, don't listen to the news. It's all fake news. I watch the news for the morning when I have my coffee just to find out about the weather, to find out if I'm going to be working in the rain or if I have to have 5 layers of clothes on. That's the only time I listen to the news. Actually, for the traffic as well. I watch the traffic because that lady that does the traffic, she's hot. She's cute. Let's see. We'll see everybody else is coming here. Tim Freeman. Yeah, I don't think they would pay me much down there. Maybe I'll become a weather lady. You could be my weather lady later on. She should go like this. You can watch it rain. Red Devil's Garage, what's going on, brother? I'll put the link up there if anybody wants to come on up. Talk about anything you like. RG, thumbs up. I can't hear you, RG, unless if I bring you up. You have to give a thumbs up, like this. I guess he's having some problem. RG Homestead, once you get that taken care of, feel free to come on up. Moving was not taking my house. Not taken by the house fire moving. What's I gotcha. Well, Red Devil's Garage. He recently had a house fire. STY North new member. I thank you very much for that, brother. I think that would be Stray. Am I not mistaken? That sounds very familiar. Alright, well, let's see. Like I was saying, Red Devil's Garage recently had a house fire. He lost basically just about everything. I'm not sure if he set anything up for a fundraiser yet, but if it's possible, if you could have a minute or two, if you'd like to come on up, Red Devil, and be able to discuss a little bit regarding if you set up anything, any GoFundMe page or anything. You all set there, RG Homestead? Just give me a thumbs up to make sure you're okay. I want to make sure it's a live stream. Give me your thumb, like this. Do this. Alright, there we go. I have to make sure it's a live person before I bring them up, because there's a lot of recordings. Somebody could have recorded you, you know?
Actually, I'm dead. So you're getting a recording of me dead. What's going on, guy?
How you doing, brother?
Man, I complain, but it wouldn't do me no good.
Yeah, I hear you. Just give me a second. I gotta write down my new member here. So where are you from?
Arizona.
Arizona. How's it up over there? How's the weather?
Raining and get ready for snow.
Well, it's beautiful here. It's probably around, I don't know, 70 degrees. And
we're going to be in the 20s.
Typical New England weather. You wait 5 minutes, it'll change.
Oh, I love New England. I love that weather up there.
Right. So, Red Devil, like I said, some people just tuning in. He recently had a house fire. He has not had a time to set anything up with the GoFundMe page or anything like that. If there's anything I could be able to help you out with, Red Devil, please inbox me. All my information is in all my descriptions, including my email address. If you go up on my Facebook, I believe I have my cell phone number on there as well listed. So please do not hesitate. If you need anything, let me know.
I hope all goes well with them.
I know I was just... There it is. Looks like you're a nice little cabin in the back.
Yeah, we got 20 acres. Yeah, we're
beautiful.
Northern Arizona.
Beautiful.
The reason why I came on is I put out a VR a while back, and this is kind of a challenge to everybody. Okay. We all kind of need it.
Hold
really
on.
Bad way. And
Say this. hold on. You were breaking up, and I had the volume up too loud. So if you don't mind repeating.
Okay, this is a VR challenge for everybody that watches your challenge in my channel.
Okay.
And that we've had enough nonsense in this country for a while, with that word we can't say, and all that nonsense.
What, the coronavirus?
That's the one. Yeah.
Oh, you can more than say it on my channel. I do not hide anything on my channel. Everybody knows this kind of freedom of speech channel.
I was being polite. I was being polite.
Yeah. No, I practice amendments there.
Okay. With the corona that we got going on, is to do a holiday challenge for everybody that's out there. Make a video of it and post it on YouTube. Whatever you want. I don't care if it's a piece of paper that says Happy Holidays. Just do something to kind of brighten the spirits without going on in this country. It's a kind of a fun thing. I think it'd be a lot of fun for everybody.
Well, I understand with your challenge. It does probably sound interesting, but most of the people that I've been talking to is kind of fed up with their government issues with the bans, with saying they can't do this, can't have that. They can't go and see their loved ones at nursing homes.
Well, that's where you tell them to put it in place. Can't do it.
Right. We American people, we're getting fed up with that. I'm sure it's just not America, but the thing is, in America, we have the freedom, we have the constitutional, and we have the rights to be able to speak up.
Oh, we agree with you. I fought for this country, and I've done law enforcement time in this country, so, you're talking to the right guy.
Well, thank you for your service.
It's time for us to take it back from them, and by doing this, we're challenging them. Well, and by doing so, then we're telling them to go put it where the sun don't shine.
It's a 50-50 on your challenge, because, like I said, once again, thank you for the service, and Memorial Day is on Wednesday, so Veterans Day.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So the point is, what I'm trying to get at is we have our constitutional rights that gives us our freedom. We shouldn't have no government telling us what we can and cannot do. All right. So I enjoy what you're saying on your challenge, but that's still keeping people from going out to their relative's house. They should, have more than 5 people in their family dinner. Have a challenge where it's like, okay, every state is different on their government regulations due with the coronavirus. Now, ours, all right, this came straight from Governor Gina. Governor Gina says if we have relatives over the house, they all have to have masks on. We can't have no more than 10 people in the house. And if our grandparents are here or elderly are here, they have to actually be in another room. They cannot be in the same room with us.
Well, you can obviously see I'm an elderly person, so I can tell them to go fly a kite electric store.
So what I'm trying to say is the challenge would be accepted, but if there's any type of video like that, if you're in Rhode Island, make sure it exceeds what Governor Gina is saying we cannot do.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Tell her to go pound sand.
Yeah, any governor out there, it's like tonight. We have an advisory out tonight. We just got an alert on it. We cannot leave the house at 10 o'clock till 5 o'clock. We have to stay at home order.
When did the martial law get ordered?
It's not a martial law. She's advisory.
But that's under martial law, those advisories.
It's not under martial law, no. She could suggest it all she wants, but that doesn't mean anybody's going to pay attention to it. The thing is, she wants everybody home between 10 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Therefore, if you go out to dinner at 9:30, all right, it's time to go home. Last call is at 9:30. 10 o'clock, all the restaurants are closed.
That's martial law without just saying martial law, basically.
But she can't enforce the law. That's the reason why she can't enforce it.
She can't enforce it, but it's still martial law, basically.
That's why it's advisory. She can't keep it that way. She could tell all the businesses, all right, at this particular time you have to close because that's how it is. But
and she's governor because who elected her?
The blue, the lefties.
then you have to change that rule. You have to change that governor.
That's what I'm saying. At 10:01, I'm going to have my Trump flag, my American flag. 10:01. I'm going to be walking down the street doing a live video.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. I like that. That's good. That's good. The more the merrier to join you.
Yep. So she did say you're allowed to go walking, but she did not specify how you could walk.
But, well, you could always skip, and they can't get you for walking.
Thomas, what happens if you work third shift at the job? The thing is, you could travel back and forth to work, but you cannot go anywhere because everything will be closed. So, as far as the gas stations, all those things that's open for 24 hours, all that stuff is closed. She's limiting the people that could go into box stores, limiting people that could be able to go certain places, which is, I wish I had. Let's see if I have that.
I don't care how you want to call it. That's called martial law, whether she likes it or not, and she just hasn't invoked it because you can't limit the activity of a person based on an opinion. I'm sorry, but last time I checked, under the Constitution, that's martial law.
Yep.
That's martial law.
I think that would be on the Facebook.
I'm sorry, but that governor is way outside of her boundaries to do that. I'm sorry. I can't abide by that by no stretch of the imagination. If you're telling me I can't go walking at 10:05 tonight, and I can't go to the store, I can't go to that store at whatever time of the day, then that's martial law. And I don't care how you want to define it. You can sweet talk it all you want, but that's still martial law.
Right. I must have deleted it, but I did have it. There was a picture of all the specs that she was saying about today. So
I don't care how you want to spec it. It's martial law. I mean, you look at the Constitution, and then when you restrict people's rights to move from point A to point B, that's martial law.
Well, the Constitution, you know what that is for all the governors, right?
Yeah, but she's not abiding by the Constitution. She's writing her own Constitution. She's creating her own legacy of stupidity. I mean,
well, what I'm saying is,
when you tell me I can't go to here or there, then I'm sorry, you've got a problem with me.
Right. Well, this is what I'm saying. They're looking at the Constitutional, and us American people are going like this to her.
Yeah.
Giving a middle finger, like, no way. So.
Yeah, basically.
All right, Red Devil, that's not a problem. It's possible we could be able to set up some type of setup for you. We'll get all the Mud Mower communities out there.
I say you got a good recall motion to recall the government. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure if you follow anything to do with Rhode Island, but Rhode Island has been a deep blue Democrat state for many, many years.
Well,
this year,
thing called change.
Thumbs up there, bro. Gotcha.
Okay.
So, what I'm saying is that we've been a deep blue state for a long period of time. This election, we actually turned the state red. Because we had those electro votes, 2 of them, it stayed blue. Figure that out.
Okay.
What's up, North?
Hey, it's great to be here.
How you doing, North?
Hey. Love it. Love your conversations.
Yeah, well, you should have been on my earlier live video.
Yeah,
I have a freedom of speech, yep. At 10 o'clock on Sundays, 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, and Friday nights at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
I'm gonna have to make sure to always catch the Sundays.
Yep.
I'm always available Sundays. I'm Central Time. I'm in northern Wisconsin.
Yep.
Red state. It's a blue state that technically should be red right now.
Well, we're deep blue, and we should be red as well.
Well,
You
takes
know,
you the opinion to get rid of the governor and change the rules, and that's your God-given
here
right as a citizen of this country.
I'm in the state of Wisconsin,
Oh, I know
right up
you.
on.
I know north you are, but I mean, he needs
I
to change his state.
but where I'm at in Wisconsin, I'm up on right on the shores of Lake Superior. The county I'm in, I cannot believe it. I drove around every square mile of this county during the election period, the campaigning period,
Right.
and I only counted 4 Biden signs in the whole county, and this county all went blue.
Yep.
Where the heck were them people? You know, where
Or
did they come from?
padded voting.
And what
Or
what I
padded voting.
really liked was our governor. He's trying to flex his muscle too. We got statewide mask order. You can't leave your premises without your mask on. You can't be in the public without a mask on. And I loved it because our county and the 2 neighboring counties, all 3 of the sheriffs said, yeah, and there's a prescribed penalty. We're supposed to cite you if we catch you without your mask. And they publicly said nobody is getting cited because that's not our job. Our job is to be peace officers. We're here to keep peace in the community, not punish people because they make their own choices. We don't make their choices for them. And I'm telling everybody in all 3 counties, you re-elect them sheriffs because they're constitutional sheriffs. They
Right.
don't believe in law enforcement. They believe in being peace officers.
Exactly.
That they don't have the right to determine what's right or wrong for the individual citizens in their county. But with what's happening now, if after everything goes through the courts, if this fully swings in Biden's way and he's sworn in, people said, well, how's that going to affect you, Di? You're 64 years old. How's that going to affect you?
Right.
And I said, well, one thing it's going to affect is that I'm supposed to host a federal campground next year. Biden made it clear he wants to make this a national shutdown. They do that again, they'll shut all the Forest Service campgrounds. My hosting contract goes right out the damn window.
Oh,
Oh,
lost him. That's all right.
lost him.
I just want to give a heads up really quick. My moderators out there, I will do all the banning. I'll do the timeouts. I usually don't do it. But just because this gentleman here says his name is I am black, I'm black too.
Yeah.
I'm not racist. I accept everybody. I love everybody. But the thing is, just the way how he's wording his things, and you see it, Trumpy's done, boo-hoo, blah, blah, blah. Nah, I'm all set with that. If you want to come up and you want to, talk about how Trump lost and stuff, that's fine. I don't care. But I just don't like your name. I think your name is racist and you're looking for attention.
Yeah. And that's it. Is there an issue if a person's not making it an issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's all in the way a person presents themselves. I've got a mixed race family, extended family, and we all get along 100%. And it's because we don't use the words that aggravate it.
It's all how you present yourself.
Yeah.
If you give respect, you're gonna get respect. And
exactly.
I don't care if you're white, purple, black, pink, blue. I don't care. You show me respect, I'm gonna show you respect. You come up to me with the mouth and you start giving me mouth, I'm gonna give it right back to you. And I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna kick back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm following you. Yeah. That's
Thomas,
the only rule on my channel is respect. That's the only rule I got on my channel is I don't care who you are, show up. But boy, you got to respect the other people that are there. and you'll
Right.
get it right back. You'll get the respect right back. But you show disrespect, you don't get disrespect back. You just get blocked. We don't want to deal with you. No disrespect.
Far as comments, I work in Massachusetts. I don't wear a mask, and I'm not the only one that doesn't wear a mask. If you know my type of work, there's no way in heck I'm gonna be able to wear a mask. I'm sorry.
Yeah, see, and that's where RG was talking earlier about martial law.
Yep.
That's where in my state there's folks that I fully support. They're trying to test it. They're actually asking the sheriff's department, would you cite me? Would you please give me a citation with a fine attached to it?
Right.
Because now I can go into court and say, oh, no. That governor just passed a law without it going through the legislature. How can they do that? How can all of a sudden the governor start fining individual citizens for exercising their rights? I mean,
Right.
under the First Amendment, we got, and actually not wearing a mask is a
Yep.
form of speech. People don't realize that you can say a lot without saying a word, and that's protected under the First Amendment. It's just like putting your Trump signs out in the front yard, and people start throwing rocks at your house. Now, wait a minute, they're violating your rights because you do have the right to put that in your yard.
Yep.
And I think that's our newest generations have totally lost
Exactly.
the simple values of.
It's like this gentleman over here says gay lives matter. You know what? It's just not gay lives. It's just not black lives. It's all lives matter.
Absolutely.
So it's all lives matter. As far as changing anything and we're lost and we're done, we're not done. I'm sorry. The votes are still being counted.
Right.
So because the news media, they go and say that Sleepy Joe is the winner. And Sleepy Joe declares the winner. There's no notification. If they're still counting votes, that means the election is still going on.
Right. None of the votes have been certified yet. None of them.
Exactly.
And
that's what's wrong with these people.
That's it. It's all of our media sources out there. All of them. They're all declaring Biden as the winner. Are we supposed to just take that with a grain of salt and say, well, they said so, so we should accept it? No. The only thing that says so is the actual legal vote. And I'm all for this. I mean, going after states on accepting illegal votes. Those have to be taken out.
Exactly.
I was glad to hear that the Supreme Court told Pennsylvania any vote after 8 p.m. Tuesday night has to be segregated and separated until we hear this.
Well, that's what they claim. They are being separated. But
Right.
that doesn't specify how many were already not separated, too.
Well, and that's it. Are we supposed to take their word for it that those are the only ones that should have been separated?
Right.
When they wouldn't allow observers to observe the vote coming in?
Exactly. Putting
So
cardboard up on the windows or going
yeah.
another 50 feet down when you get the judge to say, yeah, 6 feet is fine, but then they go back further,
Right.
But
And I really get a kick out of that in Pennsylvania, where the state legislature made it perfectly clear, we're not changing the law. The law says if it's not there by 8 p.m., it doesn't get counted. And then they have their own state Supreme Court turn around and say, no, we're going to allow 3 extra days. Well, since when can the Supreme Court create law? So
right.
that whole issue is abashed. I mean,
I'm gonna go.
as far as I'm concerned, with a state like Pennsylvania, they should force them to prove up when those votes came in.
Right. That is a silly argument, Lucky. Why don't you look at some history? Look at some history. Well, first of all, I'm 47 years old. The history that I know is being erased. So how could you discuss telling me to go look at history?
Right.
I don't know who you are. Gay lives matter. I don't know, never seen or heard of you before. You're probably just a troll. So before I go back and look at my history, that I know my history, maybe you should start learning the history before you erase it.
Exactly. And this ain't a pat on my back. I'm not proud of it or anything. But I'll tell you what, Gay Lives Matter. I've got 64 years of history.
All right.
I am history. I'm living history. So don't tell folks like us that we don't know how it was versus how it is.
Yep.
We lived it. We lived back. If Mike's 47, he was right at the tail end of the true free period in our nation. I was raised in the 1960s.
70s and 80s. That was my time when I was growing up. Freedom.
Yep. And it was in the 80s, the late 80s, things started to roll over.
89.
You could see that happening. You could just see all that, the fabric of it, of our society was starting to fall apart.
Yep.
And once you stepped into the 90s, it was like, what in the world's going on? What happened to our world? And it's just gotten worse and worse. See, I grew up, my pop was a chief of police of a community just west of Minneapolis,
Yep.
Minnesota. With what went on in Minneapolis and riots that went on down there, those used to be our stomping grounds. I used to ride the city bus from our community into the city of Minneapolis, down to Lake Street. I had friends on Lake Street. You don't dare go through there. I always carry. And I still won't go down in that neck of the woods anymore.
Right.
They ruined that whole community with all the liberal attacks on people that have lived there for 5 generations. And they're scared to death. They got their windows nailed shut. They got their doors with 3 deadbolts in them. It was never that way. It was never that way. And people want to put blame on those people, those multi-generational people that grew up there and they built that city. They want to put the blame on them for the way things are today. No, it's not. The only place where it's their fault is they didn't spank their damn kids enough.
That's exactly. The community where I live in is quiet. If I go a mile down the road, over the bridge, that is a bad area. People get shot all the time. Matter of fact, there was just a shooting the other day. Now, that neighborhood, you need like 20 locks on your door. And they have to be a steel door.
Yeah, solid corridors. Yep.
Yep. But my neighborhood, less than a mile away, one town over, I could leave my door unlocked.
Yeah.
It's all how you were brought up.
Yep.
You versus, I shouldn't say high class, but we're in a middle class neighborhood. You go to a lower income neighborhood, that's where the problem is. It's because there's young people were not brought up the proper way. Awesome, Joey. Let me run this link. If anybody else would like to come up on the panel, feel free. I haven't read it in a little bit. We got a lot of people here in Rhode Island that's been viewing my YouTube channel. And we'll see if anybody wants to come on up. It's an open conversation, open topic. We are not talking about just one particular item. We could talk about anything. Now, how do you say the first Sty, S-T-Y, North?
Yep,
Or
Sty.
All right, gotcha.
Sty
We got
North.
wonderful Sty up over here. He's a new member.
Yeah, you'll see more of me, especially on Sundays.
That's good. You'll definitely like my freedom of speech.
I'm always available up till about 5 o'clock Central Time on Sundays. So, um, yeah, 5:30. If the discussion's real good, I can drag it out to 5:30 on a Sunday. But,
White lives matter. You mean all lives matter? Come on, buddy. The same person coming up with the same accounts. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of you. You gotta come up with another account name. You gotta say something else. You know what? I really don't care because you're giving me another view, and that's what I'm looking for.
right,
So,
right. That's over on my channel. I praise my thumbs down. I
Right.
thank them for giving me the views. Yeah, I can use all the views I can get. You know. Go ahead,
Exactly.
give me
Now-
thumbs down.
now White Lives Matter, you are hidden from this channel. That means you have to come up with another account. I have no problem with that. If anybody's out there watching, please hit that like button. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down. I don't care if it's thumbs up or thumbs down. It don't matter. If you like it, if you want to help support the channel, you know how to do it.
Yeah, people that always want to bring up and try to play the race card really upsets me because I don't care. I'm just like you, Mike. I don't care what color they are, anybody is at all, because I've seen every color of human being. They all cry. They all bleed red blood. They
Yep.
all breathe the same air we do. Your behavior is what determines what you are, not what color you are. It's your behavior. And being disrespectful and hateful.
Oh, I got two sides of my side. I could be a nice guy. I could be an asshole.
That's me too.
You respect me, I give respect back. I love busting balls. I love fucking, if somebody busts my balls back. But, there are people out there that don't like me at all. And my famous saying is, fuck the haters.
Yeah.
And I say that all the time. Yeah, exactly. Might get shot.
Yeah, Tim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's here where I live. You can just about assume that 6 out of 8 people are conceal and carrying,
Yeah.
and 2 of the remaining 4 are open carrying, and then there's 2 that are anti-gun.
Right.
And here, our police are so good. They're so good on constitutional issues that I've been stopped a few times, speeding and a rolling stop one time.
Right.
And I hand them my license and my conceal and carry card. I've only had one officer actually ask me to show him my firearm.
Yep. Well, that's my license right there, concealed.
Yeah,
If anybody
yep.
sees it.
And it's great to have an officer say that the strictest one said, could you, because I told him it's in the armrest right now. I said it's too uncomfortable to wear in the driver's seat.
Yep.
And he says, could you please take it out and would you set it on the dashboard and then just put your hands back down in your lap? I
Right.
set it on the dashboard and he looked through the windshield at it and he goes, you're carrying the same gun I am. I said, good. I said, that means if you decide to draw on me, at least the odds are even, right? And he laughed about it, and he was so good about it. And he said, that's what I like, is that you're not afraid to just tell an officer flat out, hey, I got a gun in the truck.
All right.
And
Joey's
he's
asking for the
sorry.
link. Just one. Go ahead. I'm still listening.
Oh, no, that's always be
See if I
cut
could.
in on me.
No. It's just I didn't want to forget Joey.
But But you know,
Copy.
I lived in northwestern Montana for 4 years, and I took my family totally off grid. We went up in the way up in the back country and lived for a year off grid, and
Right.
I missed the way the lifestyle was up in northwestern Montana. We all walked around with a handgun on our hip right out in the open, loaded gun in the back window of the pickup truck. Everybody was armed.
Right.
If you walked into a pub, you took your gun belt or you pulled your holster off your belt and you set it on the end of the bar. Bartender would give you a ticket and he'd put a little sticky note on your gun that matched that ticket number, and it went into the safe behind the bar.
There you go. I believe that link, Joey, will work. If you hit that link, it should bring you right to the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And what would... Raphael. Let's see. Paste
That's
this
the way it
link
was
if
for me.
anybody wants to come on up. What's going on, Raphael Trip? Fishing.
Rattle Trap, good to see ya.
Raphael was in there too. I'm
Oh yeah.
trying to think. Rattle Trap, somebody was asking about you earlier today too. Up in a... See if I could find it. Mr.
Yeah,
Nobody.
I see a few very familiar channels once in a while popping up.
Mr. Nobody, how you doing, brother?
Thanks, Freeman. Hey, hello.
I'll begin in a minute. Go in.
Oh, Grandpa's up there too. Wow.
You said someone was asking for it? I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing fine, just going through the chat here because
He's-
Rattle
he's
Trap
wor-
came up, but I forgot who was asking about you. They were asking, saying if I heard from you, tell them said hi. I said, okay. What are you working on, Mo buddy? Did you get your brakes set up?
Maybe.
He's working on a little rat rod.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It wasn't. What if I turn this camera around? I can't turn around in the StreamYard, can I? On my phone?
To turn the camera around, just turn your phone around. Rattle Trap. Yeah, if I remember who it was, yeah, I'll tell you too. Tell them too. I would have to go back and look at the chat because I know somebody said tell Rattle Trap I said hi. I said, well, I know he goes on late at night. Usually when I wake up in the middle of the night, he's on. So few people like wake up in the middle of the night and I sit here with a cup of coffee and listen to him.
Uh-huh.
The link's there if anybody wants to come up. Rattle Trap Fishing, come on up on the panel for a while.
Come on up.
Yeah, just let's see. Attach the link, please, so I can watch this on YouTube. I did that already. Cops want to take 45 minutes to an hour to get us. Cops wants us to take
Nobody.
45 minutes to an hour to get to us.
There you go, Freeman.
Oh, yeah. By then you already have the body buried.
No, what I'm working on, Rat Rod project. There she is.
Nice.
Oh, oh, oh.
I got the clutch installed. Waiting installed.
Awesome.
Yes, you can see it under here. Disc brakes.
Oh, you went with the disc.
Walk around the other
Nice.
side here. I got The disc brakes installed.
Awesome. I can't wait to see it go.
Come on, camera. Work. I'm about ready
Can't
to put
wait.
the engine on it and make some pulleys. Go buy some pulleys.
Let's see. Excuse me.
1 liter.
Yeah, Thomas says, "What sleep? What is that again?" Yeah.
You said someone was looking for me earlier, or was it somebody else you were talking about?
It was somebody else. It was Rattletrap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta go back up in a chat to find out who it was.
Oh, okay.
I'll find out who it is. I know it wasn't that far up there. Let's see if I can get up on there.
Even thinking about making a chrome header out of some water pipe.
Why don't you get a old muffler from like not a mini bike? What's those? A moped. Use a moped.
The round can ones?
Yeah, the moped ones.
Yeah. I have to go around my steering, the front wheel, because it comes real close, so I got to tuck it up next to the frame, and then I'm going to run full exhaust underneath the running board. Going to have the muffler, and then exit out the side.
Nice. Tim wants to know, is that an old Mustang mower?
No, it's a rug made by E.T. Rug and Company. I want to say it's out of Chicago. I think that's what the tag said.
Yeah, that's it. Willie Outdoors. There we go. Thank you, Adventures.
It's
Thanks, Don.
late 60s, early 70s, so I'm just calling it a 69 rug.
Yeah. Definitely like the body style on it.
Or lack thereof. I'm actually thinking about making a hood for it.
State, did you ever see my intro video?
No.
I'll show it to you in a second. Let me pull it up here. You ever see a riding lawnmower do a burnout?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I watched that live feed when we did that.
That's a 3-minute burnout. If you could see, I got a video up there for 3 minutes of it burning out. Just kept on burning the
Something
tire.
like that, but my trailer park would call the cops so fast.
I got another one. We got this one here.
That is awesome. Hope you guys caught that on there. Alright, let's do this again.
Notice I didn't spill my coffee?
Yeah.
And he didn't get
All
thrown
else
from the
we go
bell
wrong.
curve.
Don't spill the coffee.
Yeah. We take riding lawnmowers, we convert them over to what we call a poor man's ATV. We
Oh, yeah.
we all team up and try to find out who we could get to make it go faster. You know?
And that
I've
red
actually-
rat that I showed you, I'm actually
Yep.
building that along the same, following the rules for lawnmower racing.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because they built those things to do 50 miles an hour safely, so I figured I'd follow those rules.
Nothing like the Lucky 7. The Lucky 7 goes 43. I only had to slow down because the fence was coming up quick, so I don't know how fast it actually goes.
But when I get this thing running, I'm going to throw my phone on there with my speedometer, and I'm going to find out how fast it'll go. I'll be wearing my
Lucky
helmet
bot
just in
account.
case.
I should let you all know now that I am a fake. Lucky bot.
I could have showed you my my not really a mud mower, but my trail rig. Walked right past it. Coming in the house.
One thing they do a lot up in my neck of the woods, well, it's a little bit south of here. You get about an hour and a half south of where I'm at, and you know, you got your conventional big tractor pulls, but they got the minis, and all they are lawn tractors with, oh heck, I seen one that had a V6 in it, and
Nice.
but most of them are running little straight fours. And there's a lot of guys that got these old flathead 4-cylinders in them, and it's a blast to watch them guys pull. Oh my God! You wouldn't think a little tractor like that you could put 650 pounds of weight off of a stick on the front and drag that sled down a.
If you ever have a chance, check out Pull a Bit Ed
Yeah, I was just
or
going to say
Twisted V Twin Garage.
Oh,
Both
okay.
of those channels. They usually, let's see. Twisted V Twin Garage usually goes live, I think, on Sunday night? Or is that Pull Up It Ed? Mo, buddy.
don't know.
Alright. Well, just check out those channels.
Yeah.
Twisted V Twin Garage and Pull a Bear Ed. Those are two badass channels. And they've been working on, as a team, one new pull tractor. And this thing is gorgeous.
Yeah, I'll have to check them out.
So I posted this video about this kid. We'll just say geek. Everybody will know who I'm talking about if you're listening. Ever since that, I've been having people come up on my chats or message saying I'm fake with my mower, which is the Lucky 7 Mud Mowers. They don't believe I have the cam. They don't believe I have the lifters. They don't believe anything that I have in there. Well, just tell you, if you don't believe it, just go look at my videos. I got over 400 videos. Find a video. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. Search it. This way I could get the view.
Yeah.
Guy wants me to
One of them
pull.
you gave out the specs.
He wants me to pull the engine apart to prove to him that I have the cam in it. Just,
Well, if he doesn't believe you, let him not believe you.
exactly.
You hear it when it's running, when
I
it's
mean,
sitting
what the
idle.
hell?
Yep. Well, here's another one. Ready? Now, you could hear it. All right? Not even that. If you think that is not let me say this again. If you claim that's not overpowered with the cam, oversized lift. Pistons, double bowl carburetor. All right, that's not a stock engine. A stock engine cannot have that much RPMs. It still sound good. All right.
It would break up after like 3,600 or something like that.
And everybody see my videos. I beat the hell out of that engine. And I built that like 3 years ago. And it's still kicking. Only reason why it's kicking is because I put the time and money into the engine.
Well, you take a stock engine, wind it up as tight as you're winding that thing, you're going to float a valve and trash out a whole cylinder.
Exactly.
It's a done deal. It's just stock engines cannot perform like that. And that's why, yeah, if they don't believe you, then I'm sorry, you're a moron. I mean, just, you know, and nobody that builds anything that's motorized is going to tear it down to prove it to you. They'll probably just tell you, well, you had to be there.
Exactly. I got the videos up there.
I would just say, believe it or not.
Yep, believe it or not, yep. And just, Joey says, yeah, it was not maxed out, okay? I haven't been able to find a decent area where I could floor it and just keep on going. For one, it's a death trap because you get so much wobble from the front. And I just run out of room. Last time I floored it, it was probably about, let's see, a year and a half ago. In the woods. I wasn't paying attention. I ended up running over a log. I broke my leg. So, needless to say, that's not going to happen again. And before I go and hammer down again on that particular machine, I'm going to rebuild that front end. This winter, I'm going to get the spindles in the front. I'm going to put a nice front end on it with suspension, so I don't get that death wobble.
Yeah, that's why I built my rug rat to the same rules as the racers, so that I have a nice tight front end.
Yep.
I have adjustability. Yeah.
Yeah. Get that stability in it. You're a lot more confident when you get her wound up.
Yep. Because I'd love to top out at 50, but I'll be happy with 40, 45.
It's scary, I tell you. It is scary, man.
Especially on that little tiny thing. That's basically just an engine and a seat.
Yep. Yeah. Now, if you really want to check out a decent one, Fearless Front, you got to check out his little racer that he did. Mower racer.
I know.
Fearless Front. Check out those videos.
He's using a horizontal shaft, and it's just a 212. But you know, I still have the vertical setup, so I can put on the single I have there, which is 12 horsepower. I've got a 16 horsepower single, and I've got a 25 horsepower V twin sitting in the garage.
Well, just keep in mind that before you become Mrs. Mo Buddy, you definitely have to put a chain guard on that thing, because I've been noticing where that chain is sitting, right between your legs.
Actually, it's just under the seat, but yeah, I'm gonna put a guard on it anyway, because I got my brake line running over it.
What's right on that seat right there?
Yeah. Or if you're bouncing forward, what's hanging off the edge of that seat?
Yeah.
A little whack with that chain changed your whole life.
You be talking like this from now on.
I don't know. When I get sick, I sound like Barry White, so I could probably go up another octave.
A couple days ago, you gave away a ride-on. Yeah, I really haven't been looking on Facebook Marketplace for any particular tractors. I think the last one I bought, if you guys remember, it was the orange one. It was had to do with Dukes of Hazzard there, the Jen Lee. Remember, it had the Jen Lee sign on the hood.
Yeah.
I think that was the last one I bought, and I tore that all apart. But it's been a good 2 years since I bought another riding lawnmower. Maybe I should do another build.
When I bought this little rug rack, when I bought this rug, it was 3-wheel, frozen. I wasn't even looking for it, but it just kind of fell in my lap. So I'm like, hey, that's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, exactly. See, Peter, you just don't have the understanding, okay? If you don't believe me, that's your problem. That's not my issue. Why should I tear down my engine just to prove to you? If you want to see what I have in it, go look at my other videos. It's plain and simple. All you are what they call a keyboard warrior behind the screen. If you have enough guts to prove who you are, you come up on a panel and be able to discuss. All my videos out there will prove it has it. So fed up with this kid. Maybe I should post more videos about that computer geek.
Yeah, but then you would stoop down to his level.
Yeah. Why entertain him?
Yeah.
The problem is, you know,
Yeah.
the problem is with that, all right? This kid, I never met him. Don't want to meet him. Just his advocate, the way how he handled calling somebody out on YouTube, splitting up the Mud Mower community, dividing it. You have a gentleman, which is Fearless Front and Mower Outlaw, offers this kid to come up on their property and be able to ride. Not one time, several times. And he goes and puts a bad remark on them on YouTube because of the videos on their builds. You don't put nobody down like that. That's ridiculous. You know, it's point blank. It is what it is. This happened several years ago. Should be off the boat. Shouldn't be talking about it. But you know what? That video's still up. They got a lot of people looking at that video. He's making money off this video. He disappeared for a long time. Reason why he disappeared because him and his wife got in an argument. More things to the story. He ended up leaving. His ex-wife, they got divorced. She trashed the house, made a big thing out of it. He's living in the woods. Made a little cabin. But the thing is, he's back on the computer now. And he has all these newer people that does not know this guy. Which is computer geek. And he's making himself look good. But yeah, he's forgetting the old time people like myself that knows how he backstabbed the Mud Mower community and divided us. And what pissed me off, somebody came up on somebody's panel and that person asked him, how come Fearless Front, Mower Outlaw, Lucky don't like you? And he basically said, clear as day, it's because I divided the Mud Mower community. I called somebody out on Facebook. So he knows what he did wrong. People just don't know anything.
Well, I gotta get off of here. I gotta go do dinner. So.
All right.
Come in and say hello.
Well, buddy. We'll talk to you later, brother.
It's good talking
All right,
to
man.
you, Mo buddy.
That's just my biggest problem. My biggest problem is, like I said, he left the video up. It's been up there for, good year and a half, 2 years. He made his statement. He should have never kept the video up there. He should have got rid of the video. But
Yeah.
he wants to keep it up. That means, why not?
Of course, Nanya.
Plain and simple, I just don't want to see anybody else getting burnt.
Yeah, and you know, and the thing is you don't know who may or may not buy into somebody like that. You know, take their word for gospel, and they're just full of BS. I've had a few like that in my genre, in my community, decided, yeah, we're gonna get on there and basically say, oh, he's just a senile old fart. He don't know what the hell he's talking about. I had one guy got on there. I had done a video about what I've done throughout my 64 years of life, you know.
Yeah.
He got on there big, and he started going to all of my top followers and leaving messages on their videos about me, about Sty. You better watch it, boy. There's no way he'd have to be 300 years old to have done the things he did in his life. And I got on there and started answering them, telling them, hey, you get a hold of me. And I posted my email. I said, you get a hold of me. I'll give you my damn street address. You come right over to the house and we'll have a talk. And I said, and I'll tell you another thing. Everything I say on my channel that I say I did, I've got photo evidence, video evidence, I've got it documented, and you can kiss my ass.
Right. So breezy.
He wouldn't give up, and I lost almost 30 viewers because of him.
Right.
And then finally I messaged him back and I said, really, come on, let's pick a place to meet. I said, I want to see if you're that ballsy when you're nose to nose with me.
Right.
You know, because boy, they can get on this media, say anything they want, and they usually don't know a damn thing. They're just spewing just to make you look bad, and I think it's out of jealousy. They're just jealous, and they're saying, well, I only wish I could be him, but I can't, so I'm going to destroy him.
That's the reason what this kid is doing, because like I said, he keeps on friggin' saying, let me see, I'll buy a gas kit, blah, blah. Listen, it's plain and simple. You disagree with something, why keep on friggin' bringing something up? Yeah. Very simple. You watch the videos, you don't believe the videos, just don't watch my videos. Be one of the fucking haters. I don't care.
That's it. Nobody's forcing him to be here.
Yeah.
You know, and he got his answer, so he needs to just drop it, shut up. Yeah. No, I totally agree with you and sympathize with you. I have to deal with characters like that.
Well, it's because it's YouTube. I look at YouTube, okay? I have some very good loyal supporters. Very good loyal supporters on my channel, and I'm thankful for that. I might have 2.1k subscribers, but I might have 300 to 400 of them are dead subscribers. In other words, they don't go on my channel. They're right. Just there. Yep. But my loyal subscribers, I'll do a live. I get 100 to 200 views, which is fantastic for me.
Yeah.
That's telling me I'm doing something good.
Yep.
But, you know, if I lose one subscriber because of a video that they dislike, there's going to be 4 more subscribers that's going to like it. So right. I'm not really losing anything.
Right.
It's the day when I say, you know, YouTube is kind of shitting when I'm starting to get 20 views every live video. Yeah. Then that's when I could say, all right, time for a break. Yeah. But if I'm still making 200 views, anywhere from 150 to 200 views, I'm picking shit happy, because I think of it this way. Again, 2.1 subscribers, if I'm picking up anywhere from 150 to 200 views, that's good enough for me. The other ones are just dead subscribers.
Boy, I think back when I started my channel, I was all thrilled and hooping and hollering, having a hell of a good time because I hit 100 subs. I hit 100 subs, and I thought, I cannot believe there are 100 people that want to listen to me, you know. And yeah. I was getting 20, 25 views per video I put up.
Right.
And I was thrilled. I was thrilled. I was so happy. And people ask me, well, doesn't it upset you? You lost a few followers last month. I got to lose a hell of a lot to get back down to 100.
Yep.
So no, it doesn't bother me. I don't want people that aren't happy with the channel being there anyway. They
Yep.
don't need to be there if they're not happy. Nobody's forcing anybody to be there. So yeah. And
It's like that YouTube account is scrolling at the bottom. That's
Yep.
the Boss Man 1973. That's all one word. That is my very first YouTube account. I've had that over 10 years. I have maybe 100 subscribers, but yet the videos, they got 60 to 70,000 views on the videos. So
Isn't that
it
nuts?
proves right there you don't need the subscriber rate
You need the
to
views.
be
Yeah,
right to be able to get good content.
right.
So subscribers, that's a plus. But
You know,
it's the
if-
views that makes a YouTube channel.
Yeah, if your goal is to get yourself monetized, well then yeah, you're trying to push subscriptions. So, subscribe. Like, I got to get my 1,000 subs. But if you're just doing it so you get good content out and good attention to that content, you don't need all those subs. I got a buddy that he's only got 3 videos on his channel.
Right.
He's only got 3 videos, and each one of those videos got over 5,000 views.
Yep.
And he's got 42 subscribers. So who are all these viewers, for crying out loud? I told him, I said, if you worked at building your subscriber rate and start putting more content up, your channel will probably explode. And he goes, but that's not what I have that channel for.
Yep.
He says, I got one that I do that with. I don't want this. He says, this one's just because I enjoy doing it, and it's a specific topic I'm doing. I said, I'm cool with that. I'm good with that.
Everybody on YouTube, if they heard about me, it's only 2 things. Either Mud Mowers or freedom of speech. That's it. That's what my YouTube channel accounts for.
That's
Mud
it.
Mowers and freedom of speech.
Yep. That's like lately now. My last 6 streams, they restricted the monetization on them because we were talking COVID and other issues.
Yep.
And the first 15 minutes of the video, I brought a guest up that had a bad COVID incident based
Yep.
on the masks. And I brought him up so that he could explain what happened. And all that 15 minutes was about the mask wearers and the non-mask wearers, can't they just respect each other? It's so damn simple. They yell at me out here all the time. You're supposed to be wearing a mask. And I tell them, and you're supposed to stay the hell away from me.
Yep. Well, I found a
If you-
loophole.
If
Go
you
ahead.
stay away from me, then there's no mask issue, is there? If
Right.
you want to get up in my face and bitch me out, now you're putting me at risk. I
Yep.
said, you're coming into my space. Just stay away from me, damn it. But YouTube, I had them do a review on that stream, and they kicked it back. No, you started your video with a sensitive topic, and in the parentheses, COVID-19.
Yep.
So they're
Well-
not going to allow any ads on that one because
I found a
just
way
talking
how to
honest
be able
with
to get around that. It's a loophole. You label all your live videos freedom of speech.
that's kind of cool. I like that idea.
I've noticed that. Like, if I label them something to do with Trump, as long as I have freedom of speech on there, I get full monetized.
Oh,
Like
cool.
this video, what you see right now, open
Yep.
chat, talk about anything. Now this one, I might get a restriction because I did not specify its freedom of speech. So after this video is done, it says open chat, talk about anything. I'm going to say freedom of speech, open chat, talk about anything. So as
Yeah.
long as I put freedom of speech on there, I'll
Just
still get
modify
full
the
monetized.
title and-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good idea. Good idea.
People don't
It's
realize
like-
that, because it's under the constitutional rights. We have rights to have freedom of speech.
And that was one thing I argued with some of my restrictions. They were I do a weekly stream called Around the Campfire, and it's right in the description. Everybody loves to get around the campfire and just talk about anything and everything, your daily affairs. What do you do around the campfire? You BS about everything that's gone on. It's very clear that's what it's about. It's a variety stream of open-ended topics. And sometimes it gets wild and crazy, but still, it's just us exercising our rights to sit around a campfire and have a discussion.
I don't know why my flag is down like that's why. Hold on a minute.
When the wind blows. It's a lot better though. That little drop of the flag's a lot better than what I used to have. Tapestries on the wall behind me. I use green screen now, but
Yeah.
I used to have tapestries hung on the wall. And I'm sitting in the middle of a live stream, and that sucker rolled right off the wall, right over the top of me. I was under it. The audience got a kick out of that. It was like, where'd he go? I'm
Yeah, well,
fight my way out.
Beyond the flag and the posters and the banners, it's actually my blue screen, which is green screen, same thing.
Yeah,
I usually have a background and stuff, but since I decorated for the election, my live videos been like this.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
now I don't even.
I like your background.
Yeah, well, if you've seen, I took up. I have a studio, and my studio is half my living room. I mean, it's half my living room.
That's mine too. My studio is about 8.5 feet. My desk area here, about 8.5 feet. 8 feet away from me is a 65-inch screen. That's my computer screen.
Right. I got the 32.
I got a 40-inch with all the chat going on it.
I got the 32 here. I got my laptop that's here, which I watch the chat on this one. Then behind me, I got the 64 with the YouTube that's going on, watching this video up there. Then I got my camera on a regular tripod, which is up there.
It makes life so much easier.
Yep. And the camera, that just cost, I think it was $3 and change. It's a 4K. It's wireless. Goes right through the Wi-Fi. There's no wires on it. So, I'm feeling bad for the vets, man. Yeah, exactly, Breezy. I do feel bad for the vets.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They worked the whole entire life. They served for their life. Now they're going to see the country go to shit.
Yeah. You know, my two boys, they got real quiet the last couple of days. And I know how disappointed they are. And the only thing I got was a text from each of them that said, Dad, we should have thought of and been prepared for the answer you asked for a month before the election. And all I asked them is, you keep telling me what's going to happen when Trump gets reelected. And I told them, I said, the question you need to ask yourself is, what are you going to do if he's not? What's going to happen if he's not? That's the question. The question isn't what's he going to do if he does. We already know what he does. It's what's going to happen to us if he's not. And boy, and they messaged me back. They said that was actually the right question to ask, is what in the hell do we do next? And I said, well, you make damn sure you point out every flaw in this administration. If Biden manages to pull this off, we got to point out every single flaw in that administration as it proceeds during this next 2 years. I still don't believe he's going to make it much more. He'll be lucky if he makes it a damn year.
I don't think he's going to even take it that long.
Yeah,
I believe they started the 25th Amendment already regarding.
That's, well, and they're going to push for that. They're going to push for that, and the they have a chance in January to bump Pelosi and put somebody else in her spot, but they're not gonna. They're not gonna. They're gonna leave her old ass right there, right where it's at, and she's gonna push the 25th Amendment. You watch.
Exactly.
And what I told my boys, the best case scenario is that we can hold our own for the next 4, because this won't happen again. This won't happen again. I think all of the faults of the liberal parties are going to rear their ugly head over the next 4 years, and we're going to be dealing with a bunch of garbage, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to get through it. And
well, let's hope not, because like I said at the beginning, the election is not over.
it's not over, right?
So
Yeah.
it's not over.
That's what
you know,
I'm praying for, is that it's far from over. That we have a much sounder decision before
we should.
before it is.
I think the president will release information by tomorrow night. Excuse me. Right now the courts are closed. There's not much can be done. The votes are still being counted. Tomorrow will be considered as a business day. The stock markets, I believe, they're actually gonna drop to the lowest until Tuesday. Once the stock markets actually are dropped as low as they can, that's when we're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
Once they start realizing what, as far as recounts, the stock market's gonna start going back up.
Oh yeah. I mean, it might look like there's some stock confidence right now, but that's going to change. That's going to take a big change. And you watch which stocks grow, which ones fail. And
Exactly.
I guarantee you can tie the Biden name to the growers. And you look at all the stocks that are going to fail, and you can attach those to Trump's successes for 4 years.
Right.
And it's going to be dramatic. I got a gut feeling it's going to be dramatic. And there's going to be a lot of people, I think, on the right that are going to quit being so quiet about it. And I get so mad at some of my dear friends. I mean, I know where they stand and everything, but they won't say it.
Yep.
They're afraid to come out and just say it. I told them, I said, they don't believe we're strong because they don't hear it. They're not hearing it from us, other than the awesome turnouts at Trump's rallies. Otherwise, the right is so quiet about everything, and it's because we were raised to be respectful and to not be mean and aggressive towards people. But I think that day is kind of going away. I think the right's going to be more aggressive, more boisterous about how they don't want to lose the little bit of the past we still have.
Right. So Thomas says, how many subs you got that aren't dead or fake? Well, dead or fake, that would be what my subscriber would be. That would be 2,100. Either they're dead or fake, right?
Must have been the COVID.
Right. So how many are dead? I don't know. It's the people that do not come up on my channel to watch my videos. The people that I subscribe to, they subscribe back to me, and it doesn't specify they don't come and watch my videos. This kid's just making no sense at all. Where are all the people, Lucky? Well, I see 13 people watch right now with 29 thumbs up, 8 thumbs down. Go look at my other videos. I got, videos up there from 150 to 200. I got other videos that's more than that. Go watch my playlist. You'll see the video counts I get. That's what they call jealous.
Oh yeah, Freeman had asked earlier if I do any trapping or herb hunting. I don't do any trapping anymore. I used to. God, when I was a younger man, I ran quite a large trap line for several years. Herb hunting, to a small degree.
How about mushrooms? You get them up there?
Yeah, I go out and hunt for mushrooms. I'm, as far as the locals are concerned, the Shaga god.
I used to watch this one gentleman. He used to go mushroom hunting, and he used to do it on his YouTube. And he used to sell them. And he used to get like $12 to $15 for a bag. And that's how he was able to eat for the day.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know what happened to his YouTube channel. He must have hit it rich somewhere, because he doesn't make these YouTube videos no more.
No.
Must have found that magic mushroom or something.
I know with the Shaga, I've got outlets. If I wanted to sell it, I can get $25 a pound for it.
Oof.
And I'll go out in a day and harvest about 60 pounds.
Wow.
But Shaga is so damn rare that I only harvest for my own use and family. So,
yeah.
But boy, I get hounded. I did a harvesting Shaga video, it's almost 5 years ago, I think. That's got over 43,000 views.
Wow.
People are nuts over that stuff, and I get solicited every single week by people. Well, will you harvest me some? I'll pay this, I'll pay that. And I said, no. I'm retired, and all I do is YouTube and camp.
That's it. We love camping, me and the wife. Yep. Stay. If you want to just type in the chat. Once you type in the chat, I'm going to run you a link. Therefore, some people will be able to check out your page there.
Okay, I'll just say hi, folks, there. There we go. My mouse went to sleep on me.
Yeah, just say hi or something. I could be able to run your link that way.
Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Seeing that I'm a member now. We gotta use some emojis there. There we go.
Yep. All right.
And like I said, you'll see me more often. You'll see me more often. I've really enjoyed this visit.
Oh, trust me, I did too. It gave It Stray's channel. Everybody could check that out. Run his playlist, because as soon as I get done with this live video, I'm going to go right to his channel and hit that play all button.
Is it all right if I tell folks about a stream I got coming up?
You could do anything you like. You're a member.
I just never want to walk
on
anybody's toes.
Well,
if they
this
got
is
something
this.
planned or something, I don't want to.
This is basically my members, what I do. Alright? My members, every time I go live, I name off my members. I have them written down here, and I update it every Friday. I tell everybody that's the members. And then what I do is Friday night at 6:30, I do that Friday night live chat, and I give away $10 Amazon cards. I've been doing it for a long period of time, and it's for the members. So if your number is picked out of the hat, therefore you win a $10 Amazon card.
Wow.
And that's done every Friday, and I do 3 of them every Friday.
Wow, that's nice. That's nice
Yep.
to know. I'll be over there.
Every Friday, yep. And far as you're saying your link, you could run your link anytime. You could copy and paste it, put it in the chat because you're a member. And if you have any upcoming videos that you want to discuss about, you could be able to discuss about that at any particular time as well.
That's neat. That's neat.
That's the benefits for being a member.
Yeah, the only reason that I have to cut out by 5 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock yours, is because I do a Sunday night stream every week.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Well, I'll definitely be up there.
7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern, and on Sunday nights I do one Sunday and I do one Thursday. Sunday nights is Stye Story Sunday, and I tell stories of my life, of things I've done throughout my life. Yeah, I've been around the block about 15 times.
So what time would that be on East Coast?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock? All right, on
8
Sunday.
o'clock, 8 o'clock East Coast. And what I do is I start my stream off, and I spend about 15, 20 minutes right around there saying hi to everybody in the chat, getting a few people up on the panel. Then I throw all the panel off to one side, and I do about a 15-minute story of my past, something that happened in my past. And I've got over 170 Stye stories already up on the channel under a playlist that's called Stye Stories Galore, because there's so darn many of them. I have a little over 300 of them on a list that I'm working off. I'm a little over half of it now.
Sweet.
So, but yeah, I tell the Stye story because a lot of people like to jump in and they'll watch about the first 45 minutes of the stream so they catch the Stye story. And then they got another stream that is a favorite they run back to. You know? So I do that intentionally so people have this short window they can jump in and just hear the Stye story and then take off if they don't want to hang out. You know?
Exactly. Yep.
And I've got a lot of followers that have competing streams during mine, and the buggers will jump off their own stream, come over and listen to the story, and I'll tell them, but you're streaming live, what are you doing? Yeah, my people are watching me watch you. So yeah, and I go, okay, whatever. You don't have to come over, you can catch it when it posts, you know. Yeah, and then Thursday nights is like what you're doing. It's called Around the Campfire with Stye North, and
exactly.
All we do is have a round table discussion about what's going on and what's happening. And then later in the winter, I do a stream. I'm not sure what day of the week I'm going to pick for this winter, but it's called Into the Outdoors, and that's really outdoor topic. You know, it's topics about the outdoors. I used to run. A lot of people just harass me. You ran a paramilitary camp, and I said, no, I didn't. We had a business called Wilderness Thriving Fundamentals, or WTF. And what I did was wilderness. Basically, it's wilderness skills. It's survival type skills.
Right.
And they were week-long camps, and we'd usually get anywhere from 5 to 8 clients a week.
Wow.
And so I taught primitive wilderness skills to folks, and yeah, right away everybody said, "Oh, you can't run a camp like that unless you're radical right." And I said, "Okay, if you think so, okay." Obviously, you're not going to be a customer, so I don't care. You know.
That's it.
So and then we just me and my partners didn't get along the best, and I finally said, you know, I want to retire. I just want to retire. I'm going to do the YouTube thing and camp. So that's what I do.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to retire myself at 8 tonight, Eastern Time. Stay North will be going live. I'll be on watching him. In the meantime, I'm going to hit that play all button. I did post this link. I appreciate you coming up there, Stay.
It's been a blast.
You guys can catch me out on every Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Every Sunday at 10 a.m. So we appreciate everybody logging on. Stay. Thank you very much. We'll talk to everybody later.
Bye, folks. Thanks, Mike.